You didn't click it. Click that. I'll do it again. Double click.
There we go. Awesome. Here we go. Did I click record? Okay.
Yeah, you did.
All right, everybody. Hey, welcome to tonight's Zoom. We are Chad and Jeree Kneller, and we are super excited to share some information with you tonight about It Works Global. This is a company that we just kind of got lucky that we found about a little over 4 years ago now. Actually, July 27th was our 4-year anniversary. So back 4 years ago, Jeree had a friend who had been using these wraps, and she was just really, really excited about it. And how did you feel about it when she first told you?
Well, whenever she first told me, my background is that I'm a hairdresser. And so we had done weight loss wraps in the salon, but typically it's a water loss wrap. So I kind of assumed in my ignorance that these wraps were the same kind of thing. So I tried everything in my power to deter her because I thought she was really going to waste her money. And so like all good best friends, she didn't listen to me, which I count as a blessing today because she used the wraps and she had amazing results. And just her sending me her pictures, because she lived in one state, I lived in another, piqued my interest enough for me to go ahead and try the products myself. And so I ordered the wraps, still a skeptic, and tried my very first one, and I had amazing results. I drank water during that hour that I was wrapped. And so I knew it wasn't water weight because I was very, very well hydrated. And we know that water is a key. It's very important to be very hydrated in order for the wraps to work their best.
Yeah, so today, what I'm excited to do is just share with you guys some of the information that was shared with us a little over 4 years ago. So we are going to get into this. And this is, again, It Works Global. And this is our number one selling product, the Ultimate Body Applicator, otherwise known as the wrap. And this company actually started in 2001. And when they started, the only product the company had at the time was just this wrap. So a guy named Luis Mujares actually formulated this wrap. He grew up in Spain. And this used to be used in Europe. And he knew, and only in spas. And he knew if he could figure out a way to package
it was a $300 spa treatment, and it was actually just the lotion and they would massage the lotion into the skin for a cellulite treatment and for tightening and toning and firming. So it was a $300 treatment over there, but he wanted to bring it to the vainest country in the world. Of course, that's the United States. And they came up with the actual cloth that is used on the wrap. And it's great because this cloth is formulated to actually push the product into the skin. So you're getting that great botanical cream, and then the cloth is actually help pushing it in through the skin to get deep into those different layers of the skin.
Yeah, and so he figured out a way to package it like that and get it into the United States because he knew that every person in the United States would want to try this. And when you can try it for as little as $25, we don't price anyone out of at least giving it a try. So you can see on this slide here that it's easy, it's affordable, and it's fun. We had a girl over earlier today, and all you do is you go back to a room and say, lift your shirt up, and you put this wrap on. And you can see in the picture here that you can wrap anywhere from the chin down that you want to tighten, tone, and firm. You just take it out, you put it on. If you want to wrap your face, we actually have a different facial applicator that's formulated specifically for the skin on the face.
I love that the wrap is very site specific because in the fitness industry, like my best friend is a fitness model and personal trainer. And so in that field, they don't believe in spot treating. They believe that the only way to lose fat and to reduce cellulite is by actually clean diet and exercise. But what we're finding, which is really, really cool, is that the fitness community is actually starting to embrace these wraps because they're realizing that, when you've got a fitness model that's just shredded and ripped everywhere, but right underneath her bum on the back of her thighs, she's still got that little bit of something there, and nothing that she does with her diet or exercising is getting rid of it. Well, let me tell you, these fitness models are now grabbing It Works distributors. And they're like, shh, come here. come here lately, come back here. I want to buy one of your wraps, but I don't want anybody to see me. And it's so funny because of all the things that she was doing right, she could not get rid of that one spot. And now she's wrapping and it's completely gone. It's absolutely amazing what these wraps can do and the different communities that it's bridging together.
So you can see if you're tuned in on this slide right here that here's just a typical before and after picture. And what does this wrap do? It tightens, it tones, and it firms the skin in as little as 45 minutes. See that before there's a lot more cellulite than the after picture. That's after 45 minutes, and it gives you those fast and lasting results with the botanically based formula. And my favorite part is that these are only available through It Works distributors. You will not find this wrap in Walmart or in Target or on late night TV. So you have to know somebody like the person who invited you onto this webinar to actually get your hands on these wraps. Let's move on here. So here's just a few pictures that I wanted to show you guys. This was Jeree after her very first wrap. This is 72 hours after her first wrap, and you can just see by looking at this that she had definitely tightened, toned, and firm.
Okay, wait, can you back up? You can't back up.
I don't know how.
You're going too fast. Okay, here we go. So yeah, this is me. And what I love about this picture, because, you know, there's ways that you can suck your stomach in. There's ways that you can fool the camera. But what I really want to show you and pay attention is right there. I don't know if you can see my cursor, but that little roll in my back. You can't suck in back fat. And so that's what I love about this. So even though the wrap was actually on my stomach, it came around enough that it actually did that to my back. And that is amazing.
So that alone got us excited enough where we knew that it was time for us to go from being a customer to distributor, because who wouldn't want this? So one of the next people that we wrapped was my sister. And you can see this is just after her first treatment, where she had used 4 wraps. 1 is considered a treat. 4 is considered a full treatment. There's actually 4 that come in a box. And then 12 is considered a transformation. And I'm sure you guys would all agree with me that my sister Misty was very excited after she did her first full treatment. Let's see the next one here. And then, of course, Jeree's
This is
mom.
my mom. Oh, my gosh. Okay, so what I love about this picture is that my mom actually had to have a hysterectomy. And she was actually cut open 2 times before they finally did the hysterectomy. And so she's got that little bit of a belly hangover, even though she's teeny tiny. I know she is. But she had that little hangover on her belly where the scar wasn't. Nothing that she did would get rid of it. So what I loved about this is that this is literally 12 hours. So she put the wrap on and went to bed and then woke up the next morning like this. Like, how cool is that? It's called skinny sleep. You put the wrap on, go to bed, you wake up skinnier. Like, that's like amazing. But I would just want to show you, like, look, see, here's the overhang. This is after 1 wrap though. She's still got 3 in her box in the treatment. And then of course this overhang. So it was pretty amazing. Like we wrapped so many people right after we got excited and got in that our belief just went through the roof, and we're just still blown away. It's been 4 years in this business, and I still get blown away whenever I wrap someone and I get to see their results and see their face just light up whenever they see that definition again.
And then you can see just one more picture here, just another a close friend of Jeree's, and she said, you know, why not? Why not give this wrap a try? And of course, as soon as she put that wrap on, she was so excited and just ready to join the business.
This was the next day as well. So she actually put the wrap on, left it on overnight, and this was the next day.
So a lot of you are probably wondering, well, how do I get my hands on these wraps? So one thing you can do is you can find a local distributor, and they'll put a wrap on you at your home or at their home for just $25. But after you wrap that first time, you can become a customer with the company. Now, you can become a retail customer or a loyal customer. Most people want to become a loyal customer because, let's say the wraps, for example, if you become a retail, you get a box of 4 for $99. And if you become a loyal customer, then you're going to get a box of 4 for just $59. So, of course, most people want to become loyal customers. And there's a couple ways that you can do that. The first way is that you can pay a one-time $50 membership fee. and you're a loyal customer for the rest of your life. It's not annual. It's not monthly or anything like that. It's just a one-time, and you're a loyal customer forever. Or the company will actually waive that $50 fee by you just trying one product a month for 3 consecutive months. Then you don't pay the $50 membership fee, and you're still a loyal customer for life. So we totally love our loyal customer program. And we don't only want someone to join as a loyal customer, we want to keep them as a loyal customer. So there's all kinds of other perks. So one thing that happens is whenever someone starts using our products, if they make an order of at least $125, then they get free shipping. Well, after 4 consecutive months of ordering something, you get free shipping on every order after that. And along the way, you're getting a 10% product every single purchase that we call Perks Points. And so basically, you're building up a savings account where you can buy any of the It Works products using that savings, those Perks Points. And after you purchase for 6 consecutive months, the company just congratulates you by giving you extra 50 product credit. And then after a full year of ordering at least one product a month, every single month, there's no minimum order. It could be $20 a month. It could be $100 a month. It doesn't matter. After that 12 months in a row, you're going to get 150 more Perks Points. So for example, you could be ordering a $23 product every month, and that's all you're ordering. After 6 months, you're going to get a $50 product credit. After a year, you're going to get a $150 product credit. That's $200 in product credit for just being a loyal customer and ordering every single month. And there is no obligation. There's no minimum. And so we love our loyal customer program. And, you know, the wrap, the It Works body wrap, or what we call the Ultimate Body Applicator, that's the first product we started with. But today, 15 years later, we have a whole entire skincare line. We have a whole entire supplement line. We have over 35 products to choose from now. What I love is that we can ask someone what their health goals are. And regardless of their answer, we have something. We have stuff for weight loss. We have stuff to give you energy. We have products to make you look better on the outside. And we also have many products that are going to make you feel better on the inside. So share a couple of your favorite.
Well, I just wanted to touch on the skincare line because everybody, of course, they are interested in the wraps. That's our Sizzle product, our flagship product. But what I love is our skincare line because, again, I was a hairdresser, not right now. No, out right now. No.
Elijah keeps being in the way.
Out. Sorry, this is what happens when we work from home. Okay, but what I love, so I'm a hairdresser and I still have access to all of the skincare lines because I've kept my license up to date, like professional skincare lines. And I'm somebody that from the time I hit puberty, I had cystic acne. And I had it all the way into my 30s, right around the time that I actually found this company. And so I've tried so many different things. I've done all kinds of stuff. But we finally... I got on our skincare line and my skin, and you can see like in the light, is totally cleared up. And it's a credit to our amazing skincare line. It's all natural. It's so mild. Literally, we don't even use any kind of body shampoo or body soap. We only use our cleanser gel. It can be used on the face, but it can be used anywhere. And I use all of the skincare products, the toner, the moisturizers. We've got a day cream, a night cream, a lip and eye cream. And so anyway, I just want you guys to know that we have some really amazing other quality products. Like I'm blown away. I would put our skincare line up against any of the other professional lines any day because of how well it's been working. And then of course, we also, one of our the second product is our defining gel, which is what you see in this picture next to the body applicators, which is our wraps. The defining gel is a sister product to our wraps. And I love it because we call this stuff liquid gold. It is amazing for cellulite. So with our wraps, you're going to use those once every 72 hours. You're going to put the wrap on, wear it for 45 minutes, take it off, and then it's going to continue to work progressively for 72 hours. We don't put another wrap on until then. But in between that, you can use a defining gel. So you're getting more tightening and toning and firming. But then what's great about the defining gel is that you can use it anywhere from the neck down as well. So while you might be spot treating your tummy, you can actually then start rubbing the defining gel twice a day into your thighs. Amazing, like cellulite melts away. Don't know like what it is exactly in there, but those herbs, it's amazing. My mom and I were plagued with cellulite from the right underneath our bum all the way down to the back of our knees. I was like, Mom, we got to try this. My mom calls me about 2 weeks in and she's like, oh my gosh, my cellulite is almost gone. And so just amazing, very good, great quality products that have a great price point. And then you want to talk about these, I'm sure.
Yeah, I have a couple of favorites that I just have to share today. And this number 2 selling product and my personal favorite product we have are greens. And these are greens on the go, which just means that they're individually packaged. $35 for one person for a whole month. You can get them in the tub for $33, but they come individually packaged like we just showed you there. And what I love about the greens is, first of all, this formulation that's new, it's completely allergen free. And I love that because anybody can take it. It's made all the ingredients are gluten free also. So it's something that anybody can take. I've been taking them for 4 years and I love the way they taste. I prefer berry personally. We have another flavor in orange. But what you're getting is you're getting a lot of fruits and vegetables in your body that's going to detoxify your body. It's going to alkaline your body, and it's going to balance your body. This is what people are trying to do when they're out there juicing, and they're buying all those healthy ingredients, and they're putting them in a blender and mixing them all together, pinching their nose, and trying to choke it down. Only if you went and bought the ingredients that are in these greens, it would literally cost you hundreds of dollars. And because we grow the ingredients and we can mass manufacture them, you can get these for just $33 or $35 a month. So it's incredible, and it's just a really amazing
non-GMO
product.
And that's something else that you really that I want to touch on, that all of our products, they're non-GMO. We grow all the ingredients that are used in all these different supplements. And so non-GMO, organic fruits and veggies and herbs.
Yeah, and how many of you could use an anti-stress formula? Any parents out there? So this is what we call Confianza.
We call this the mommy pill because there's all kinds of moms out there. They're stressed out, staying home with their kids, and Confianza, it just takes the edge off because it's going to help. It's got natural adaptogens, so it's going to help balance the cortisol levels. And because whenever you produce too much cortisol in your body because of stress, it actually causes you to gain weight. Well, these adaptogens are going to help balance that so that you don't have the weight gain. Plus, it really just puts you in a chill state. It doesn't alter your mindset. It just makes you level and even keeled. Absolutely love the Confianza.
Yeah, and what's ridiculous is it's $25 for one person for a whole month supply. I mean, we have so many products here that are less than $30 and that are amazing. It's just ridiculous. And another one that I love is Relief. And it says right on the bottle, support for healthy joint function. I was in the Army for 11 years. I jumped out of airplanes, so I've got some bad knees, and I still like to go climb mountains and hiking and stuff, and going up the mountains, no problem. It's coming back down. It really starts to hurt my knees. So I love that I can take these reliefs, and it's going to just give me relief, and it helps out a lot. So another great product that's $29 as a loyal customer. And I think one of the most popular in the company is our Fat Fighters. And Dree, you want to share what our Fat Fighters do?
Yeah, I love our Fat Fighter because it's got a carb inhibitor. It's got a prickly pear cactus, Garcinia cambogia, green tea leaf extract. So it's got a lot of those key ingredients that we hear Dr. Oz talking about right now. But our Dr. Don that formulated these knew about these back in the early 2000s. So way before that, he was on to that. So it's got all of those things in a very pure form. But what this is going to do is it's going to help keep your body from absorbing up to 80% of the carbs and up to 30% of the fat in your cheat meal. So now you can have ice cream, you can have pizza, you can have something yummy, and you don't have to feel guilty about it. Like, oh my gosh, I just blew my diet. What I also like about these is that they work in the stomach and not in the colon. There are other products that are similar, but they are not white pants approved. Like if you sneeze, you're in trouble. This is not the case. I literally take these sometimes 2 or 3 times a day because I am a country girl and I love fried food and I love gravy on everything. So you'll find me taking a lot of Fat Fighters throughout the day because of all of those cheat meals that I have. But yes, amazing, amazing, amazing product.
And our newest product, and the last one I'm going to talk about today, is our probiotic. And I love our probiotic because it's a targeted digestive, and it's for the digestive and immune health. And 70% of all of our health takes place in the gut. So it's so important that we can have healthy things happening in our stomach, and the probiotic is
And this
so beneficial.
probiotic is actually formulated to work in both the small and the large intestine, which is really hard to do. A lot of the probiotics will break down in the small intestine and before they ever get to the large intestine. But the way that this is formulated, it actually gets in and works in both, which is really, really, really good.
So I'm sure you guys are starting to see now that we have something for everybody, regardless of what, and to go back to the greens real quick, they actually say on the tub, do not take within 3 hours of bed, because you are going to have energy. And I love they give you so much energy, and it's not jittery energy at all. It's just a nice, healthy
Right,
energy.
because there's no caffeine actually in any of our products except for energy drink, and that's very mild. And what I love about that is that when you're getting that burst of energy, it's from all those phytonutrients. Like, it's amazing how your body can function and heal itself and work better when it's actually given the food that it needs to fuel itself. So our greens fills in all the gaps that we're missing from our food, because unfortunately we've genetically modified so much, and even organic these days sometimes isn't exactly organic. So you just never know. So it's necessary to actually supplement our diet to get the nutrition that we need. And so the greens, hands down, probably our favorite product, even over the wraps, because of how it makes us feel. We're the whole family's taking it. It builds your immune system. Very rarely do we get sick. We went from being a family that got sick every month. It seemed like one of my kids, and I'm a stay-at-home mom. I've been that way. My kids have been with me since the beginning. We homeschool. And they were literally getting sick all the time. We've been in the business now for 4 years. Everybody taking their greens. We got doctor's permission for our kiddos to take it. And none of us get sick. Every once in a while somebody does, but it is not like anywhere near what it used to be. So.
Yeah, so I'm sure if you're a guest on here and you're looking at this, you're thinking, okay, I could use that, I could use that. So the person who invited you on here wants to help you out. All you got to do is tell them what your health goals are. They can help you put together a package. Now, I know some of you just want to use the products, but some of you are going to want to use the products and make money by sharing with other people. So that's what we're going to get into now. So what I love about this company is it is so simple. They broke it down to where all you have to do is learn 3 steps. You learn these 3 steps, you do these 3 steps, and then you teach the 3 steps. And the more you do them and the more you teach them, the more income you can make with It Works Global. So step 1 is join the party. How does someone join the party, honey?
You literally are just going to go to the person who brought you on this call's website, and you're going to click join, and you're going to begin to fill out that information. It's really as simple as that. What's great is that it's $99 to start your own business. That is a 1099 company. Like, you are your own boss. And so Chad and I have been in the company now for 4 years. When I got started, like I said, I was a stay-at-home mom. I homeschooled my 2 older kids, and my youngest, who's autistic, was in diapers. And so Chad was actually an active duty Army officer. So he was gone a lot. Like, when he did work, he was gone 12, 14, sometimes 16-hour days. He did 2-week trainings out in the field because he was field artillery. And then, of course, there was deployments. So a lot of times, even though I know I'm not a single mom, but I felt like a single mom because it was just me taking care of the kids 24/7 with no relief. And so when I tried the wrap as a complete and total skeptic, ate some humble pie whenever I tried it and had amazing results, I literally was so mind blown that I was like, oh my gosh, all my friends are going to want to try this. And so it was a no-brainer for me. I paid the $99 and I got started. Even though we really didn't have the $99 when we did get started, I just went ahead and threw it on a credit card because I was like, oh my gosh, this is just too amazing to pass up. Well, our first goal in this company was to make like an extra $300 to $500 a month. Probably like most of you, $300 to $500 a month is really going to give you guys some wiggle room. I know it was going to give us wiggle room. We had actually accrued some student loan debt when Chad was enlisted and decided to become an officer. And we also had credit card debt. We were living paycheck to paycheck. And so $300 to $500 for us meant we were going to be able to go on a date night once in a while. Also meant that we were going to pay off some of that debt, and that I'd be able to go to the grocery store and buy the groceries that I wanted to buy. I wanted to be that good mom. I knew that organic and non-GMO was better, but who can afford that? It's crazy how expensive those groceries are. So I was just excited at the possibility that I would be able to do that. Well, our very first month, we wrapped a lot of people and we got really excited. All I did was share my before and after picture, the ones that we showed you, my mom's, my sister-in-law's, and mine, to anybody who was around us, and just said, hey, who do you know that would want results like that for $25? And of course, people are like, me, or my wife, or I know lots of people. And so we just started putting the wrap on people, and the wrap sells itself. Well, my goal, that $300 to $500, I actually was able to meet that goal my very first month. So going on now, so isn't that amazing though, just to stop and think about that? $99 to start your own business. You get 4 wraps. So you're in business with 4 wraps. Each wrap is marketed individually for $25. So there, you can either use those on yourself, which I highly recommend if you're going to join the business, because you want to take your own pictures like I had and have your own story. Or if you have to, you can sell those wraps for $25 each and make your investment back right out the gate. So I love that they make it really risk-free. So $99 investment for me turned into a pretty hefty paycheck that very first month. So it more than paid myself back.
Yeah, and you can just look on the slide here. You're getting all kinds of things. You're getting some coupons. That's what a Blitz card is. It's a coupon you can hand out. You're getting the Wrap magazine. That's so inspiring when you read some of the stories about some of the top people in the company. And you're getting product catalogs, and you're going to get a coupon in there that's going to give you some discounted ways to get some of the It Works shirts.
Yeah, we love our It Works gear, because whenever I wear something out and about in like the grocery store, like I only ever wear It Works stuff now, because it makes me money. When I'm out and about, people are like, hey, what works? Or what is that crazy wrap thing? Or, oh my gosh, you're a wrap girl. I've been wanting to have a party and I can't find anybody. And so they're amazing, because then you have people that are literally coming to you. So you don't have to be this amazing salesperson to do this. All you have to do is use the products, fall in love with them, and then share your results with them, wear the gear, hand out coupons.
Yeah, so step 1 is so simple. You're just getting your kit. You can add on any more products. If you know you're going to wrap more than 4 people right away, then add on boxes of wraps. You're going to set your own website up, and you're going to set your first order up that's going to come out 30 days after you start. That's all step 1 is. It literally takes about 5 minutes. So step 2 is pretty exciting, because as you can see here, it says LC. That stands for loyal customer. You want to enroll 4 loyal customers in 30 days and get 2 wrap rewards to use towards 2 boxes of wraps. And what I love about those wrap rewards is every time that you earn a wrap reward, that means that you can just spend $25 and it's free shipping and get your next box of wraps.
So how cool is that? So the company is actually going to reward you. Not only are you going to make 15% commission off of whatever those loyal customers order month in and month out, but they're also going to reward you every time you sign 2 with a discounted box of wraps. So now you're getting those 4 wraps for $25 and you're selling them for $100. So that's easy. 25, you pay 25, you make back 75, or you make back $100, but it's a $75 profit. And so that's how we launched our business. We didn't have a ton of money whenever I got started. I couldn't afford to get a whole bunch of wraps. But what I did do is I started putting the wraps on people, and I built value into our loyal customer program, because let's face it, it's amazing. Who doesn't want to save 40% on products? And so I let them know from the very beginning that 1 wrap is a sample. But you cannot form an opinion of these wraps until you finish a full treatment of 4. So with that being said, you can continue to buy wraps from me for $25 each, or you can go to my website and you can order 4 wraps for $59 as a loyal customer. No brainer. Almost everybody wants to do that. So when we started wrapping all these people, of course I was going to run out of wraps, but I signed up those 2 customers. Then I ordered my discounted box of wraps for $25 real quick, and then sold it for $100, and then signed up a couple more customers and ordered those wraps. Guys, you can totally run your business for free if you are just getting those wraps on people and talking about our amazing customer program.
Yeah, and what I love about the second step here is you get those first 4 loyal customers. That's the first requirement to earn a $500 bonus. And you're on your way to step 3, Go Ruby, which is going to earn you a $500 bonus when you do that in your first 2 full calendar months. So when you join and there's any month left, that doesn't count. So the rest of this month doesn't even count towards your 2 months. You have all next month and all the next month after that. So usually you have like 70, 80, 85 days, depending on the day of the month that you join. So super exciting. Now, when you to Go Ruby, you can see here that this is you, and you're going to go out and find 3 distributors.
3 people who, just like you, they go to your website, they click join, and they join the party, $99 to get started.
Yep. And then one of them is going to go out and they're going to sign 2. And so that's a total of 5 on your team. And everybody needs to have $400 in sales. And when they do that in 1 calendar month, so from the first of any month to the end of any month, you are going to promote to Ruby that month, which is a building block of this company, because that's about $500 in commissions that you get paid for Ruby on average. And
on top of a $500 bonus. Like, that's crazy. So statistically, you guys, this is what's really mind-blowing, is that most financial devastation in homes, like bankruptcy, can be avoided if they just had an extra $500 a month. Like, that's insane. Almost all bankruptcies can be avoided with $500 a month, and this can absolutely do that for you.
Well, think about the extra that you can have. $500 a month equals $6,000 a year. So think about between now and over the next 12 months, just $6,000 extra in your life.
That's could be like a couple vacations.
That's vacations. That's a great Christmas. That's cash for Christmas. Paying off bills faster.
Credit cards.
So just a lot that anybody can do with 500. And when I go to this next slide here, this is the one that people just like to kind of stare at and lose their mind on, because you can get dreaming big on this next slide. But when you look at this is the average amount that people make with It Works Global. So you can see when you're brand new and you start, the average is $54, and this is monthly. So not a big deal, right? You're talking maybe $600 a year as a distributor on average. Well, as soon as you promote to executive, which is just finding a couple business partners and helping them, now $231 a month. So look at that raise you just gave yourself. Mm-hmm. And now look at this. So now you go Ruby, which is our goal to help people get Ruby, because we want every person to get that $500 bonus. So Ruby is about $500 a month and the $500 bonus. And then what I love about this compensation plan is the only way that you can continue to go up on it is by helping other people succeed too. So an emerald is you've helped a couple rubies. A diamond is you've helped a couple people still. 1 emerald and 1 ruby. And all the way to double here is you're just still helping 2 people. So our company has a saying right now, and I love it. It's newbie to ruby to diamond high 5. And I love that, because as soon as you're new and you go ruby, you're going to get a $500 bonus. And anybody this month, there's a special promotion this month that goes from ruby to diamond, gets a high 5 bonus, which is $5,000. See, our CEO loves to pour back out into the sales force anybody who's serious about building this business. So you want to kind of share.
There's always different things going on at any given time to really for bonuses wise. So even if you're like, well, if I start now, I don't know if I can hit diamond by the end of the month. Okay, don't even worry about that, because they're constantly giving us different things all the time. And so, like I said, Chad and I got started 4 years ago. I got really excited whenever I got in the company, and I wrapped a lot of people. Our very first, where'd that go?
I'll find it. Just keep talking.
Our very first month, I actually skipped right past executive and ruby and went emerald. So that was really neat, because in that month, I think I made like $800 in wrap cash. Well, I got equally excited the next month, wrapped just as many people. We were able to go diamond. Well, now, he's in the military. Here, hold on. Sorry, guys. Let's get this up so I can focus. Right there. Praise the Lamb.
Okay, I got it. There we go.
Woo! Okay, and we're back. Okay, so he was in the military, and we were making okay pay as an officer. We were getting close to making about $100,000 a year. But when we got that jump to diamond, we were making an average pay of about close to $2,000 a month. We were just like, oh, wow, this is cool. But we weren't really sure if we wanted to really take this business seriously and go much further. But what had happened was Chad got deployed to Afghanistan. And it was going to be my first big deployment with him gone for a pretty lengthy amount of time. And so I kind of got into a funk. But what's really cool is even though I got in a funk and I kind of didn't do a whole lot with my business, because I worked it for a few months beforehand, even though I got in a funk for a few months while he was gone and I didn't do a whole lot, I still got paid that diamond check every single month because of the residual income that we were earning from all of the customers and the distributors that we had signed up. And while he was deployed, I actually, in the middle of the night, my youngest, who wasn't quite 2 at the time, had started bleeding in the middle of the night internally. And when I found him, thank goodness the Lord really kind of prompted me to go and check in on him. And there was blood all over his crib. He had started bleeding from his rectum internally. He had lost close to, I don't know, 25 to 30% of the blood in his body when I found him. He was pretty lifeless. I called 911, had the ambulance come out and get him, and they were literally hooking him up to lines, feeding they were putting blood in him as fast as it was coming out. And so talk about a scary time for any mom. My husband's all the way across in Afghanistan, and I have no way of getting a hold of him. And I'm holding my baby who's like limp and lifeless in my arms, and I don't know if he's going to live. And they're not giving me a very, they're like, hey, look, it's 50-50. We just don't know. And I remember Chad was just finding out, the only way he could find out anything was whenever I posted on Facebook to give everybody updates so that they could be praying for him while he was in this emergency surgery and everything. So I just remember thinking to myself in that moment, like, I don't ever want to be in this situation ever again. Like, why can't my husband be with me? Will you tell him like what happened while you were deployed?
Yeah. So, what's great about all of us just in living in America is we have options. And so at that point, basically up until that deployment, I just kind of figured that the Army was what I was going to do for 20 years. And I'd already done 10 and a half years at that point in time. But I just remember I was in Bagram. I was actually in an airport when I started finding out that my 2-year-old had to have a life-saving surgery. And so, of course, I just wanted to get home. My goal was to get home, and my wife had already called the Red Cross. I already had all the Red Cross information. And I went to tell my chain of command that I needed to go home. And they said, yeah, we'll work with you, but we need you to fly back to another airport, which was the wrong direction. And so the whole point was they wanted me to turn my weapon in. They wanted me to I had some paperwork that they wanted me to fill out. So I was the platoon leader. I had 6 guys with me, and I had a platoon sergeant that easily could have taken my weapon and taken my paperwork. And I just remember thinking to myself, I am not ever going to put myself in a position ever again to where I can't go be with my family, my children, my wife, when they absolutely need me the most.
So as you can imagine, Elijah was getting this surgery, which he had the surgery. Thank God. Vanderbilt Children's Hospital is amazing. They figured out where the bleeding was coming from. He needed a surgery to stop it. And he's alive and well today. He's 5 years old and amazing. But it changed us. Like, we decided, like, man, we wanted to do those 20 years. So we had this, what we thought was security of getting the peanuts that the Army would pay us once Chad actually retired. But that wasn't cutting it anymore, because now I had a little taste of what this could do. And I just thought, what if, is it possible that we could actually hit some of these bigger stages? And so what? You're squeezing me.
I was just going to say, go ahead. You're probably going to say the same thing.
We actually just, once Elijah was better, we were able to go to our first conference. It was just a great big meeting that we all met at in Florida. And it was amazing because we saw these top 100 money earners walk across the stage. And I was like, oh my gosh, they're just like us. Chad had kind of drugged me along in some other network marketing companies that he had been in. And anytime we went and saw some of the top earners, they were always polished. They were always, slick. They were real salespeople. And it just was such a turnoff for me. Like I was never wanted anything to do with the industry. But when we went to this conference, it was totally different. The atmosphere was different. There were all different shapes and sizes. There were different ethnicities, men, women. And I saw money earners up there that were like me. Like, I'm such an introvert. Like, this is really hard for me to do. I know that I've gotten better after 4 years of talking in front of people. But literally, there were women up there. They're shaking. You could hear the microphone thumping in their hand because they were so scared to be talking. They were top money earners making like what the ambassador pay is here, $37,000 a month. And they're scared to be up there. And I was like, oh my gosh, if she can do it, then we can definitely do this. So we decided in that moment that we were just going to go for it. We knew that we were going to have to, maybe give up some things to invest into our business. Like we weren't going to, necessarily be watching as much TV, but we knew that we wanted to get him home. So we put all of our time and energy. Mind you, he's still full-time active duty Army, so they own him. It's not like I'm like, oh, I need him home with me to help me run this business. But we just figured out ways to actually work this business every single day around our schedule. And the next month, I actually went double diamond. The following month, I went triple diamond. And the month after that, I went presidential diamond. So this is monthly incomes, you guys. So presidential is about $16,000 a month. And we were just blown away. At that point, we were 8 months into the business when we hit presidential diamond. And that was the turning point where I was like, babe, you can quit. Like you can walk away from the Army. So he put his packet in, and 6 months later, he got out of the Army. And for the last 2.5 years, he's actually been home with me now. So this is our life. We actually are ambassadors now. A year after I went presidential, we actually went ambassador. And I know like it's like crazy, unbelievable income. You don't know us from Adam, but what I can tell you is that this money is real. This company is real. I'm a high school dropout. I dropped out of high school when I was a junior because I have a learning disability. I did a lot of bad things in my life before I found the Lord. And so it's mind-blowing that Chad and I can go from where we were to where we are now. And we're just a prime example that if we can do it, then so can any one of you.
Yeah, so just kind of sum that all up, guys. The first 6 months, it took us, 2 months to get to diamond, but we were stuck there because in our own heads, that was about what we were worth. That was about, all the rest of this here, the double, triple presidential ambassador was just kind of just numbers. It was really just numbers in our head. And so what changed? Well, we came up with a very, very strong reason to why I wanted to get away from the military. And we went to a conference and we saw normal people just like us who had had crazy, crazy, crazy success. And we walked out of there believing that it was possible for us too, just like it's possible for all of you. We have a 21-year-old on our team right now that in her first 2 years is a presidential diamond. And between her and her husband, they're doing well above this average that you look at right here, top 150 money earners in the company. So they didn't have any business background and started from scratch.
Started when she was 19 years old. That's crazy. 19, she's 21 now, and retired her husband out of the military. They have 2 babies. Like if she can do it, let that be hope. If she can do it, then why not you?
Well, and honestly, that's what It Works Global equals. It Works Global equals hope. So many people in this world are wherever they are right now, and they want to be somewhere else, but they don't know how to get there. And so this company is a phenomenal vehicle to help people get to where they want to go.
So whether you're like me and you just wanted an extra $300 to $500 a month, or you're looking for full-time income, you can see on this chart that there's both. And obviously Chad and I have done all of it. So we can show you how to make $500 a month. We can also show you how to make, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 a month if that's what you want.
Yep. So the last slide here, or actually I want to show you this because one of the things that we love about this company is the people that you meet. Most of these people we didn't know when we started this company, and we still wouldn't know. And so I love that through this company, you're always getting to meet new people, and the world's just so full of crazy, awesome, optimistic people who are fighting for their families and fighting for their dreams. And this is just a few. We had a leaders retreat a few months ago. These guys all earned their way to come to our leaders retreat. Had a phenomenal time. Each one of these people are very special to us, and we're always wondering who the new crop of leaders and world changers are going to be, because all these people fit that role for sure. So it's just a super, super exciting company. We're all about friendships, freedom, and fun. And so, today, now you've been educated. Now you have the knowledge, you have the information, you know a little more about It Works Global. You can see here, you can become a loyal customer and start trying your favorite products that maybe we talked about or that you're going to learn about as you do your own research. You become a loyal customer or become a distributor. Use the products and make money. Why not? I mean, if you're going to get a box of wraps, it's $59. For just $40 more, you can become a distributor and you get 4 wraps with your kit anyway. So, we always like to say, worst case scenario, you spend $99. And you and I both know that if you get your hair done or you go out on a date and take the kids to dinner and a movie, it's going to be over $99. So that's worst case scenario is you blow $99. Best case scenario is fill in the blank. You completely change your life. You retire your husband. You come home from work. You don't have to leave the kids in daycare.
You stay home
There's
with your babies.
so many things that this company can do for you. And we would love to be a part of your journey and helping you get there. So, hey, I appreciate all of you getting on this tonight. I'm going to go ahead and
let's do this. I want you to get back to the person that invited you on here, and they're going to help walk you through whether you want to become a loyal customer or a distributor.
All right, so let me stop this thing here, and we will open this up real quickly. Let's see. Stop recording.